All right, guys, I'm out here with the trunk monkey, and I figured a good video was we've had over an inch of rain in the last 48 hours. It has rained nonstop, so everything's wet, and I challenged him to actually make a fire under these conditions. So, Sam, walk us through what you're gonna do.
Okay, first of all, the ground's really wet. All the it's soaking wet. What we've done, we've picked up 3 different types of fire starters. We have this fire ribbon. We're gonna see how well it works. We also picked up, this is instant fire starter. We're gonna test it out, and we're gonna try these fire lighters. And we're gonna see which one works the best for damp vegetation, trying to get a fire going.
My money's gonna be on the instafire because that stuff says it burns at 1,000 degrees. It looks, we haven't opened the pack yet. It was like $1. And it looks like, what's it look like? Oatmeal?
I don't
looks
know.
like
I haven't
oatmeal.
opened up yet.
Yeah, so, well, based on the picture, it looks like oatmeal. So this is only $1. It says it'll burn, it'll make up to 4 fires. It says military grade, so you know it's good stuff. So let's see what happens. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and time mark this. Right now, it is 3:29.
It says you only have to use 1/8 of a cup for a fire, so we don't have a measuring cup, so we're going to kind of wing it.
All right, so what we were able to do was in the sunlight, he found some ferns that were in full sun, but they were dead ferns, and I think he's going to use that as kind of like his kindling base.
I'm going to pour this right into the middle here.
All right, so he's put a little on there. I don't know if you guys can see that.
I'll be able to see it better from the top.
Let me switch the camera view around and we'll go from there. All right, there it is. Looks like he's got some kitty litter in there.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
And it's lit.
I bet you he burned his finger on that one. Actually, that got a little warm, didn't it?
It got a little warm.
All right, let's see what's going on. Now, he's closing it off now. I can hear that snapping and crackling.
And this is actually wet leaves we're using, so.
We're gonna pretend Sam was on a hike. He got his feet wet, fell in the water. He's making a lot of smoke. I don't know if he's gonna be able to get any of the branches going.
I'm gonna pack our bundle in here a little tighter.
And what he found was some pine that was sitting in full sun. They were old and dead. Let's see if he can actually get some heat going here. Because I think what's going to happen is, I think he's going to build up a lot of heat for just a little bit, and then it's just going to flame out.
It is.
That's what I think.
But this wood we're using, it's really soaking wet, so I didn't really expect it to burn.
I think if he had a lot more of the dried ferns that he was able to get out of the sunlight, I think if he had a ton of those and could just keep piling those on and feeding it, maybe he would have been able to generate a fire and keep it going. Enough to dry up some wood anyway.
All right, it's called Fire Ribbon. It says instant fire without flare up or splashing. It just says to apply it to several pieces of wood and just light it.
Basically,
we'll see how it
flammable
works.
toothpaste, right?
That's what it looks like.
Alrighty.
All right. It does look like a real thin toothpaste. Put it over here where y'all can see how it burns. We'll squirt a little bit inside.
It actually looks like a fishing rod on the log.
Yeah, remove cap, squeeze
Alrighty.
several places of wood.
For time reference, it is 3:34. Reminds me of shoe goo. You gonna light the other one as well, or?
Yep. I'll rotate this around where it can can burn up on the wood.
Yeah, that's pretty smart. We're in nature. You hear them frogs, don't you? Wildlife. All right, so the ribbon looks like it's doing okay.
Yeah,
You still got the worm on there.
fire ribbon's still burning.
Yeah, it's actually starting to burn the pine because I can definitely smell it.
Yep.
I don't know, that fire ribbon, personally, I think that right there's
I think it looks pretty good.
one of those doing pretty well.
Yeah. Looks like most of the fire ribbon is just about burnt out now. So it's just the pine burning. All right.
All right, just for reference, it is 3:36. Not even 2 minutes elapsed time. But we do not have a fire.
All right, guys, now we're going to try this Coughlin's Fire Lighters. We'll give it a shot and see how well it burns. It looks like gigantic matchsticks. You just break off one, and right there is what it looks like.
It's a big match.
It is. It's a match on steroids right there. It's got a striker on the side of the box. We'll put this in here. We'll see how well that burns. What time is it?
3:38. Just flipped over. 3:38.
See what kind of burn time that one has.
I'd start breaking some of those up and put over the top of it.
Oh, we're actually gonna try to build a fire.
Well, let's see. I think it could generate enough heat to where that's a possibility.
Okay.
I honestly think, now this is just personal observation, I think this right here might be one of the easiest ways to build a fire because it's going to keep a constant heat supply onto the wood that looks like it's going to have a long burn time because we're barely doing anything to that fire stick, whereas the ribbon kind of burned out within a minute or two. I guess you could just keep putting ribbon material on there. Now, to be fair, I don't think that instafire we had enough, but it still burned out rather quickly. Whereas this looks like it's a long burn. You could put a couple of these in a little small Ziploc bag, and I guess your biggest issue would be lighting it. I don't know if it's waterproof, if you put it in water or dumped it in water, if you could light it. That might be a good test. I've got a bucket of water over here. We can drop one in it and see if it will light or if these would need to remain dry.
Now it does say the fire lighters are supposed to burn for approximately 6 minutes.
Yeah, I think 6 minutes gives you plenty of time and keeps enough heat in there to get your kindling dry. And if you put those dried out ferns or leaves, anything like that, I think that might
Let's try this.
might actually do well.
Let's find out.
So while that's burning, guys, what we're going to do is he's going to put a little more of that fire starter material in there.
We're going to do a test and see which one burns the most.
And we'll see. So you've got instafire on the left and the Coughlin's fire stick on the left, in the middle.
And I'm trying to put about the same quantity of each one.
And then we got fire ribbon. Yeah, we've got a fire over here, and that's good because it's actually got wood on fire at this point, and so it would just be a matter of fueling it and putting stuff down on it. So, personally, I'm kind of impressed with the middle one.
All right.
As old school as it is, looks like it's just a bunch of compressed cardboard with wax or something.
That'd be
like
kind of
that
hard to
on
light all these at the same time, so we're just gonna have to wing it a little bit.
it. No, just like one at a time. All right, so we got ribbon. We've got the Coglins. And we've got instafire. I think to be fair, instafire might need just a hair more.
Well,
just a little bit, just to be fair.
We'll be fair about it. Well, put it out. There it is. It's lit. And what time is it?
Right now it is 41 after.
All right.
So we're at the 41-minute mark. And guys, while we're doing this, that fire is actually going on its own. You can definitely tell based on the left that instafire, I believe it's burning at a higher temperature. There's no doubt about it just because of the color of the flame. And I think you're going from highest to lowest in temp. The fire ribbon's putting out more visible flame, if you will. We've got good constant burn on that Coglins. Okay, I'm gonna do a little test here. I'm just gonna blow a little bit and give a light breeze. That was equally from my direction, so they're all still going. Yeah, in my observation, that middle one's, I think that's the way to go.
Yeah, looks like it's producing enough flame.
Okay, the instafire, I believe, is still hanging on.
Yeah,
it's
just
not much.
Just a small little bit of flame there.
Just a little bit, but that was the cheapest. There it went out. You guys can see it smoking. It is done. Now remember, we never got it wet. Fire ribbon, you can actually see it's actually pretty cool. It's building like this charcoal shroud around it, but it's still burning. We still have a fire over here. We go to time check. 44 after, 44 after. Yeah, Sam, I think I called that one.
Yeah.
I think that other one's almost like a mini fire log. And guys, you know, this is the kind of stuff you find at Walmart and everything else. It is Coglins fire lighters. There's only one other test I think you probably need to do. That other one, that ribbon's still hanging on, but it's getting ready to poof out. And there it went.
And the price point on this Coglins is only about $5 for 20 matchsticks, so it's pretty affordable.
All right, Sam, you think we ought to do a dunk test and see if you can light that?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go try it out.
All right.
All right, so Sam's got a Coglins fire starter. It doesn't say anything about being waterproof. What we're gonna do is just dunk it and pull it back out and see if we can light it.
You ready?
Yep. All right, so it's under the water. He's gonna shake off the water. Let's see if he can light on that box. Oh, there it goes. Let's go over here. We're gonna walk over and we're gonna see if this thing will actually stay burning. Time check on this is 3:46, and that other one is still over here going strong. You want to just set it down beside of it and see?
What time did we light that first one?
3:41. It's like 48 or 49 after right now. Yeah, and that other one's going. So, Sam, in your opinion, if I told you you had to go camping in wet weather, and you're going to be out there for about 3 days, and you could take one fire starter with you, of those three, and guys, remember we looked at the fire ribbon, the instafire fire starter. This was about $1. This was about $5. The Coglins fire lighters, and then the fire ribbon was about $6. Which one would you rather have in your pack if you could only choose one?
I would definitely probably take the Coglins fire lighters.
Yeah, another thing about it is he's got 20 of them bad boys in there. It did show to be a little water resistant. Like I said, he didn't leave it in the water, but he did dunk it in the water. Might be a winner.
I believe it is. Guys, if you have anything else you'd like me to test, please let me know in the comments. I hope y'all have a great day. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.